head hurt. Okay, this drives me to the edge of insanity. Earmarks. Earmarks. What are they exactly? I invited all the Republicans who request earmarks to come on my show yesterday. I mean, expect it from Democrats, but yesterday I listed the names of Republicans who requested earmarks in the Omnibus spending bill. Oh, you should have seen the email that came in. Oh, there's Tad. You should have seen the email that came into my office. Not really happy with me. In fact, Senator Thad Cochran, when I called him out and he had one of the 950,000 earmarks, or the 9,000 earmarks. He asked for almost a $1 million earmark, requested for a nature education center in Moss Point, Mississippi. I got kind of a hot email from his staff, and they pointed out that I was wrong. His name is Thad, not Tad, so I apologize. But what I won't apologize for is calling him a hypocrite. His office responded by sending me an email, and here it is. Now, wait, before we put this up, I want you to know, they asked me not to expose this email, and we haven't exposed all of this email, and this is just one that we got. We got a lot from left and right, Republican and Democrat, that really are unhappy with this show. And the attorneys here said, you can put this up. I decided that I wasn't going to put all of this up. In fact, I decided at first I wasn't going to put any of it up. And then I realized that one of them called up my producer, Virginia, and screamed about 3 minutes before we went on air and said, you don't dare put this up and use him as an example. You don't dare put Tad's earmark up and use it as an example. Really? You know what? It goes back to our 9 principles. You work for me. The Washington power elite makes me want to vomit. You work for me, and you work for Aaron, and you work for Oscar. You work for all of us. You work for us, not the other way around. We're not afraid of you. You should be afraid of us, and not me in the media. Just me, just regular old Glenn. Here's the full screen. I decided to do this because they work for me. I own the computer that they're writing this on. Wow, your boss just called my boss a hypocrite. Why would we go on that show after that? Especially after I had been communicating with you in good faith all day. Stop just a second. I want to tell you what that communication was all day. We were calling all day long. They never returned our messages until 3 minutes before the show. 3 minutes. And then she goes on, and then he got his name wrong. I don't know how you could think that's an example of good journalism. The assertion that Thad Cochran has not said what he meant and meant what he said is completely unfair based on the information I sent you. Send me one example where Tad has said something about earmarks that's contradictory to what he has done. Oh, I'm sorry, Tad, that I misunderstood. I just thought that you'd be a hypocrite because you'd be a part of the party that is supposed to be responsible in spending. You notice Rome is burning right now. But go ahead. You get that nature center all built. Here's Congressman Jeff